Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Sean Dexter and I welcome you back to the Mango Grow for your daily Bitcoin analysis video. Alrighty, today we got a interesting 4-day candle close. I know some of you guys are a tad bit confused on how to play it, how to read it. So we will be discussing that today along with an update on what we're looking for on that monthly close, that all important monthly close coming up very soon now. And we're also going to be discussing an update to our pattern that we discussed last week. $200,000 on the table. Let's go ahead and talk about that today as well. But if you guys did miss yesterday's video, I urge you guys to quickly watch it right after this one. You guys can watch it on 2x speed if you want to, but please ensure that you keep up with the content from yesterday's video, especially the analysis on the bi-weekly time frame. There was something really interesting development on the bi-weekly that you do not want to miss, that has implications on whether or not we will be beginning this next bull run for Bitcoin. Alright, so without further ado, let's jump right into it. We're going to be beginning with the 4-day time frame. Right over here we have our drawings from yesterday's video. If you guys do remember, we talked about how there are two possibilities over here. We either break out of this horizontal that I've marked out over here at around $65,000, or we reject off it, come down, put in a higher low, and then we break out, right? Now, of course, these are the two bullish possibilities. The bearish possibility as well, we reject here, we come down here, we don't put in a higher low, we break into the cloud, and then in that case, I'm actually looking all the way down towards $37,000. But we're getting ahead of ourselves over there. I know the bears are drooling and foaming in the mouth at the idea of that happening, but the bears have a lot of work to do. They first have to, well, they have to prove themselves right over here, right? This is a key level at around $64,000 to $65,000. The bears need to show a strong rejection over here. Then they need to show that they can break through the TK into the cloud, and then finally underneath the cloud as well. There's a lot of work for the bears to do, right? Because right up until like around $46,000 to $49,000, the bulls are feeling rather comfortable. At this juncture, the bulls definitely have the edge. And again, I want to highlight that I will not be surprised at all if we see a candle like right over here, right? This big 4-day candle that ended up being the decisive candle for this entire range. We could see something like this show up right over here, leading into that monthly close. Okay, at this juncture though, I still say that even though we got a good 4-day candle close, I recommend you guys be a tad bit cautious. Some of you might be saying, hey, but Sean, we closed above the horizontal, right? And yes, I agree, we did. If you go ahead, place this horizontal on the candle close, and then zoom in, you will see that the bulls did get a good close, right? It was a good close. Yes, I agree. But is this convincing enough for you guys? Maybe for some of you, it is convincing. For me, though, I'm saying no. I'm not yet all that convinced. It was a victory. Yes, indeed it was. But let's be mango here, right? Let's wait for confirmation. And for me, I'm going to go ahead and mark out these wicks over here too. Okay, let's go ahead and do that right over here. Okay, adjust it a tad bit. Okay, now we have a zone. Once the bulls clear the zone, that's our confirmation. So yes, we got a good 4-day candle close, but I've been saying 64K to 65K as our zone for a while now for a reason, because I want that confirmation. I don't want a wick above that zone and then a close underneath, and at the same time, I don't want a close above without us taking out the highs over here. I want both. I want the wicks taken out, I want a close above it. I want to see a candle close on the 4-day above the zone here. We see that, we are feeling mango, we are feeling easy, we are feeling stress-free, and we can look towards our next trade. Until then though, let's be a tad bit cautious. Let the bulls and bears battle it out over here. There's going to be a lot of fighting, a lot of contention at this zone. We don't want to get involved in this mess. There have been altcoin opportunities that have been looking fantastic. As soon as the Bitcoin leverage trade triggers, I will keep you guys updated. I'll do a video and say, guys, this is what I'm doing. This is where I'll be taking profits, etc., etc., etc. But for now, we aren't there yet. Now, make sure to hit that notification icon in case you guys haven't yet. So that way, when I do post that video, you guys don't miss out on that trade opportunity. All right. With that, let's go ahead and actually look at the dashboard. We haven't looked at that yet today. We're going to start with the drop down on Bitcoin. And my, oh my, I'm loving this picture. Blue on the 12-hour, compressed down to 1 now. 4-hour looking good too, compressed down to 20. Blue, blue, blue. Daily green, 2-day green, long. Still waiting for the 4-day to flip from neutral to long. We got a victory on this one just 4 days ago when we flipped from short to neutral. If you guys hover your cursor above the current trend, you will see what the previous trend was. And the previous trend was short. Weekly, same story. We flipped from short to neutral. So the bulls are getting these silent, subtle, yet strong victories over the bears, right? The bears have to really prove themselves over here. I really like the picture of this. By the way, another shout out to Sui. The dashboard called it. The dashboard nailed it. This thing has been killing it. Up 90% now since the daily gave us the call 17 days ago. Up 120% since the 2-day gave us the call, right? We've been loving this. The 2-day has been the time frame to play on Sui. Kush has been doing videos on Sui. Go ahead and check it out. Now, back on over to Bitcoin. I want to focus on the monthly. We have 5 days and 16 hours to go before the monthly. So we're going to get a 4-day candle close just before the monthly, right? So we're going to see a lot of confluence. Do we get that 4-day time frame closing above 65K, which will give us 1 day more that the bulls need to hold that level to give us that great candle close that we've been asking for, talking about for over 10 days now, right? Remember, what are we looking for? For satisfactory candle close, anything above 59,600. For a good candle close, anything above 60,500. For that great candle close, anything above 65,000. And we are closing the monthly in 5 days and 16 hours. We just opened a brand new 4-day. Can the bull show up in the next 4-day candle? If we can see the 4-day clear the zone over here, it's gonna make this monthly picture look so much better, because at that point, guys, we will be closing above this zone right here. This monthly is gonna look fantastic. All that seasonality bullshit that people have been talking about, oh, September is down timber, etc., is gonna go for a toss, because when you play it mango, when you play it easy, when you play it stress-free, none of that should matter to you. For years now, I've been asking people to keep it mango, and you will avoid those narrative traps. There's always a narrative to shake you out of your position. There's always a narrative to make you do something stupid. If you had just simply outlined the plan, followed the plan from end to end, you don't feel stupid, right? Because even if things go wrong, at least you followed the plan. That sets you up to build good habits, good behavior for the long run, right? And right here, yet again, our good habits have paid off. Good habits that forced us to follow our plan, even when things were getting uncomfortable, right? Because you gotta pay for your victories in some form or the other. And guys, you always have to pay with discomfort. In the world of trading, you have to get used to being uncomfortable. Whether you're a trend trader, whether you're a support and resistance trader, whether you are a contrarian, counter trend trader, it doesn't matter. At some point, you will have to pay the price of discomfort. If you're playing support and resistance, you only buy when price is coming on to support, right? Well, price is coming down when price is coming to support. That is uncomfortable. When you're a trend trader, trends move in trends. They go up and down, up and down. So you're always in a state of discomfort until the trend ends. And when you're a contrarian trader, well, you're going against everything that other people are saying, so you're gonna be uncomfortable, right? There's always some price of discomfort you have to pay. And over here, when price was coming down and we were feeling uncomfortable, our rules said wait for the 10 SMA to be lost, wait for the bi-weekly dynamic to be lost, and then you can exit. But what happened? The bi-weekly bounced. What happened? The 10 SMA was defended. And our rules allowed us to keep our discomfort at bay and say, yes, we are uncomfortable, but this is the price we pay. This is the price we pay to be Mango. This is the price we pay to capture those huge wins from 16K now to 60K, and perhaps now a bigger move to $120,000, $220,000. Where am I getting that? Well, this takes us on to our next big topic of the day, which is the bi-weekly cup and handle that I've marked over here. This is a multi-year cup and handle, guys, coming in all the way from October 2021. That's gonna make it 3 years in the making once we close this month of September. If we trigger this cup and handle, it's gonna be fireworks, guys. It's gonna be fireworks. Now, you can look for triggers in multiple ways. One of the easiest ways is to look for this handle to break towards the upside. It's also a bull flag that you'll see on the lower time frames. There's a lot of confluence to look for a cascading pattern on this one, but the easiest way to look for this pattern to trigger is to draw a horizontal neckline right over here. Let's say 70,000-ish, 70,500. If we start seeing bi-weekly candles close above there, that's when we can look for a move first to $120,000. That's the interim target. And then we can look towards $220,000, guys. Those are huge trade opportunity, guys. A 2x on the first interim target and then a 4x on the next target. This is why I'm asking you guys to be patient. It doesn't matter whether we're waiting for a few $1,000s before we get into the trade, because once the trade does trigger, the opportunity is life-changing. And again, as soon as we trigger this cup and handle, I will be keeping you guys updated. So make sure to hit that subscribe and that notification icon, because all it takes, guys, is this one trade. This one trade will set you up for the rest of the bull market and hell, for the rest of your life. For now, it's a patience game, a waiting game. All you gotta wait is 5 days before that monthly close, another 4-day candle close before then too. $65,000 is the level to watch. If the bulls can claim that $65,000 level, we are going to have a domino effect that will trigger this massive cup and handle with a interim target of $120,000. That's a 2x from here, guys, and then another second target of $220,000. That is a 4x. If you're enjoying these kind of daily videos, please let me know by either hitting the subscribe button or leaving a comment down below. It really motivates me to come in here every single day. Until the next one, do the Mango way, do the easy way, do the stressy way. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao.